happening now.
Sound system.
Tutaataganya mu mpeereza yaffe okukutuusaako ebyakagwawo. Happening now.
Right Honorable mentioned the wonderful theme that it is forgiveness. So we should have an opportunity for everyone, whether people are in opposition, whether they are in which party. A venue, a location is very, very important. So we want to call upon the leadership to consider our request that this year's National Prayer Breakfast should shift to a place that can attract everyone.
Thank you. Honorable will respond to that. On the same, I thought you would speak last. Milton. Members, let's finish.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, allow me thank you for the communication, but also salute you for always giving priority to matters that affect Ugandans. Right Honourable Speaker, yesterday after passing that great loan that Honourable Nambeshe has been referring to, I got numerous messages of gratitude to you that you made the commitments to Ugandans at some fora. They will always be giving priority to matters that affect the local person. Right Honourable Speaker, as some of your contacts somewhere, we speak with the pride that yes, you are delivering to Ugandans. That hospital has been sick. It has been sick, handling sick patients, but as we talk, people are now smiling that yes, we are giving hope. Madam Speaker, the other day, when Iruwoka, Iganga, Kamuli Road had stalled, you put the Minister of Task here, General Katumba Amala, who committed that October things are taking shape. That's the tarmacking of that great road that has been long awaited. So we salute you for always addressing and presiding over a house that is speaking to the plight of Ugandans. I thank you and wish you well.
Thank you so much. Honorable Muhammad. Switch on.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. To me, allow me to thank you for fighting for Ugandans. But there is something disturbing me. I come from Katerera constituency, whereby I represent the people of Katerera. I have 5 sub-counties. The good thing with our government, they have provided for us health center 3s. Where there is health center 4, it is almost 16 kilometers from Katerera. Last year, we lost 2 women with their babies in their thighs because of lacking health center 4. At the same time, the roads are very bad. So, Right Honorable Speaker, it disturbs my mind, whereby I need your advice. We have given over 20 billion to rehabilitate Bujiri Hospital. I mean, $20 million.
$20 million.
Whereas in my constituency, I need only about 2 or 1 billion to have health center 4. Kindly, I request our good government, give us priorities. Other constituencies also, they have health center 4. Our people are dying. I thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker.
And if you heard from my original statement that we should take priority of all the hospitals, let's look at all the health sector for us to be able to manage. Because if you look at such a distance, the best thing would be to make a health center 3 where somebody can go and give birth. other than going to a district hospital or to the health center for. We need to equip those health centers. Yes, Joseph.
Much obliged, Right Honourable Speaker.
Thank you.
Thank you, Right Honourable, for giving me this opportunity. And I thank you very much for your communication, especially on the issues concerning the health systems of this country. Right Honourable Speaker, Bundibujo Hospital is one of the hospitals which was built during Obote's regime. And Bundibujo Hospital is one of the 4 hospitals which were selected to be rehabilitated under Badea project. Among the 22. Where first it was the 4 first, including Giyumba and Kayunga, way back in 2019. Today it is 2025. Up to now, the hospital has never been considered for rehabilitation. Right Honourable Speaker, this hospital serves Congo, serves Ntoroko district, and serves Bundibujo district, and the population has grown. To the extent, Right Honourable Speaker, even the only road which connects us to Fort Portal Regional Referral Hospital is broken down. Even soon, we are going to be cut off completely. The road is not being worked on, the only road we have. The hospital, since 2019, has never been rehabilitated. The other hospitals have been rehabilitated and commissioned. Yesterday, we have passed a loan for Bujiri Hospital under the same project which was supposed to be for Bundibujo. For us, we have not petitioned, but Right Honourable Speaker, we shall not stop talking, and we pray that Bundibujo Hospital should be urgently considered among the mentioned 20 or any other opportunity which comes along, but Bundibujo Hospital should be prioritized. Thank you.
Honourable Mara Lob.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker, for your statement regarding our health services. This morning, Right Honourable Speaker, I went to Munyonyo to attend the budget conference. In the budget strategy under human capital development, the health issues is appearing prominently. Unfortunately, Right Honourable Speaker, when it comes to the actual provision of money for health services is always very small. For example, we only were given 33 billion this financial year to cater for the reconstruction of health center 2s, 3s and 4s, which is quite minuscule. What I would like to propose is that the efforts of the Minister of Health, she's always come to the House here to say, why don't we look for funds, some good amount of money, whether it's borrowed, so that we deal in a very comprehensive way these health services across the country. Some of these health centers, called health center 3s and 4s, are in name. But when you look at the standards of infrastructure which is required there, they are lacking. So I would like to urge this House that we are the ones with the power of appropriation. Let's start engaging the executive now, and we look for sufficient amount of money so that we can, in a very comprehensive way, deal with the health infrastructure in the country, especially health center 3s and health center 4s, which is basically our first line of defense in helping the people of Uganda. I submit, Right Honourable Speaker.
Thank you, Lob.
Honourable Speaker, yesterday we joined the people of Bujiri in celebrating, however momentarily it might be, that Parliament gave a green light for these $20 million to be gotten to rehabilitate Bujiri Hospital, because that hospital is very sick. That's for sure. I am hoping that the excitement for the people of Bujiri will not be momentary. For many reasons. Many times we borrow money and it remains undisbursed. I hope this won't be the case, because as of end of last year, in our country's record books, we had 16.4 trillion Uganda shillings undisbursed loans. And last year, as a country, we paid 74 billion shillings in commitment fees. Those are fines you pay for money that was lent to you, but you're not utilizing it. Because once the lender lends you money, they don't care whether you're utilizing the money or not, they have lent you. So last year, this is 74 billion shillings, which is like getting and you throw in a pit latrine. Commitment fees. And the 16.4 trillion remains undisbursed. We need to stop this. Government, come and borrow money when you're ready to utilize it. Now, my honorable brother might be excited, but then another, I don't know how many years might elapse before this money is released and the hospital gets to be refurbished. Because we have seen this happen again and again. Hopefully, we'll get to do better. Because you see, our debt burden continues to grow. We are now at 107 trillion shillings. But you see, a good chunk of that is money we are not utilizing. So why do we borrow it if we are not ready to put it to use? Why? It does not make sense at all. I hope this is not one of those cases. But, Honorable Speaker, also, we hope that for the umpteenth time, government can come with a comprehensive plan to refurbish health facilities in this country. Whether it be the infrastructure, whether it be staffing, all these are numerous challenges across. Busoga region alone, where Bujiri falls, as per the 2024 National Population and Housing Census, has got an approximate population of 4.37 million people. That's just Busoga region alone. How many functional hospitals are in that region? It's the second largest population by region. How many can you talk about? And that's why now, Bujiri is very excited that at least money has been borrowed to deal with this one. Now you widen the circle, go outside of Busoga. If every member in this house across the aisle got a chance to talk about the health care situation in their constituency, you would be appalled. Health centers are non-functional, there's no doctors, theaters are full of bats and rats, theaters. In fact, doctors fear to go there. They say, we cannot go and work in those places. People are taken there, and what is there is probably Panado. We need a comprehensive plan to revamp healthcare in this country. We cannot just do it piecemeal. Until when? You come with a comprehensive plan, tell us that for all your health centers, we are going to borrow money, however unsustainable that is. But let there be a plan. Let's come here and debate that plan. Okay. Tell us this is what we want to do. This is how we are going to find that money, so that we deal with the healthcare challenge in the entire country. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable members in the public gallery this afternoon, we have pupils and teachers from North Road Primary School from Bale. You're welcome all the way from Bale. They are here to observe the proceedings. They are represented by Honorable Connie Galwango and Honorable Ambede Theis. Thank you so much for coming. And when you go back, you... and then in this other side of the gallery, we have pupils and teachers from Ikwera, Negri School for the disabled, and from Kwania district. You're welcome. Thank you so much for coming. And they are represented by Honorable Kai Bob and Honorable Auma Kelly. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Yes.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, to have allowed me to receive this my own from North Road. We used to call them North Road academic fighters because of the academic excellence they have exhibited the years in and the years out. And actually in the sub-region, they remain to be the first among equals. You are most welcome to the National Assembly, and please keep that track record up, and may God abundantly bless you.
Amen. Thank you. Honourable members, Honourable Minister, the issues of health sector, as you've heard about revamping the whole health sector, and we have all this needs a multi-sectoral approach. When you talk about, you find some hospitals have no electricity because they cannot pay electricity. So women are delivering and they are using torches to give birth. You have the bad roads. For you to reach a hospital, there must be a bad road. Just like when you're entering the city here, if you don't get potholes, then you're not entering the city. And then the issue of personnel. There are no personnel. Some of them don't have drugs, and then some of them really are in a dire state. What to you?
Thank you, Madam Speaker and honorable colleagues, for the discussion, this important matter of health. And I want to thank the leader of opposition for the insight into this debate. I just wanted to first clear one simple thing. While we were seated there, Madam Speaker, on the parliamentary website, somebody posted that on the right moment, Ona challenges Minister Bahati's capacity to represent government on the floor. I wanted to say on the firm note that I have overwhelming capacity to represent government on this floor.
It is on the record. Bahati, as you're speaking, we have a strategic plan, the health sector strategic plan, which ends this financial year. So as government, you may need to come out and tell this country what next, what is in your next plan.
So we have noted the concerns of members, and I'm sure that these concerns have come at a very appropriate time when we're actually going to start the budget preparations, and where we'll have the budget framework paper. This budget framework paper lays out the strategy and the outlook of how things would work in the next financial year. So we hope that this parliament, members of parliament, will have valuable input in the budget framework paper. I just wanted to mention two things. One, to confirm that all the issues that have been raised, I do not know, Madam Speaker, how would you want us to take this, but I would propose that the Minister of Health, if you do accept, to again make a presentation here on how we are moving in terms of the health sector, and then maybe the Committee of Health can also look at this matter, and then as we debate and discuss the budget framework paper, then we can improve on how the health sector will look like next financial year. But as you know, the policy of government on health is to have, among other things, a national hospital, to have a regional hospital, to have a district hospital, a health center 4, and health center 3. Out of this, we are making some good progress. In some districts, actually, we have covered this. For example, district where I come from, Kabale, most of these things are in place. And we have seen benefits of the things that can be done when you have good functional health center 3. I want to tell you that in my own constituency alone, health center 3s help over 600 months, every month. So this can really make some good progress. But also you made a point, Madam Speaker and other members, one, that there are foundational bodies that have health units. There are even private sector hospitals. I know of some of the hospitals that have 200 beds, but they are not supported by government. I know we have PHC, money that comes from government to support these foundational bodies, but it's not enough. So these are some of the things that the Minister of Health will be able to sort out, to talk about when it comes to when you give her an opportunity to make a presentation. But I think it's a good idea that government comes in to work hand in hand with the private sector. I know for sure, like in Nansana, one of my friends has a hospital which has more than 20 beds of dialysis beds, more than what is at Mulago, what is at other hospitals. So if we work together with the private sector, we can achieve more. So, Madam Speaker, I'll be able to convey the message and request that when the minister the opportunity, the Minister of Health would be able to make a presentation here on the floor.
Honorable Bahati, there's information from Honorable Ayume, but before he comes to that information, in my private hospital, I have over 200 beds. We do major operations, we do everything. The women give birth for free. For free. What would it cost the government to say, let's support that hospital by giving them midwives and gynecologists? Because they are giving birth for free, they get treatment for free. That is giving back to community. But government should be able to support. Yes, Dr. Yume?
Yeah, thank you, Right Honorable. Yes, the health sector has deficiencies, but I think we should not demonize it. There are indicators that we look at to look at progress of the health sector. And I want to tell this House and those watching and listening, maternal mortality, which is one of those indicators that we use to determine progress of the health sector. The maternal mortality of Uganda, Right Honorable Speaker, over the last 5 years has jumped from 330 deaths to 189, and it's one of the best in the region. Remember, Right Honorable Speaker, we were coming out of COVID, we were coming out of Ebola, and the chronic strikes. So I think we deserve a clap as government and as Parliament. Right Honorable Speaker, there has also been tremendous investment in infrastructure in the health sector, and in the Lobes constituency, we have yet to be one of the best heart hospitals in Africa, and I think the Right Honorable Prime Minister did the groundbreaking in February. It was a $79 US loan from the Saudi fund, and once complete, we shall stop our heart patients going to Turkey, to India. So those are some of the things, and I think 3 weeks ago there was a loan request for a cancer center in Arua. The one in Bale will be soon coming aboard. It was in the same loan request by the Minister of Finance, and then Mbarara and so forth. So the issue, Right Honorable Speaker, is about appropriation. Once given the right funds, I think the Minister of Health and the Ministry of Health would be in the right direction. The 10th Parliament, Right Honorable Speaker, as I conclude, was able to borrow money, and I think over 200 health center 3s were built, and it's that same reason that we're able to see our maternal mortality reduce. So I would like to implore the House that avail the necessary funds, and we can revamp all these health center 4s we are talking about, all the ambulances that we need, and all the general hospitals that we need. I thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. You can conclude.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Ayume. And in addition, as you know, in terms of the progress we're making in the health sector, 3 years, up from 41 years in 1991. This is because of the good programs of the NRM government and supported by all of you. We are also having a plan. Madam Speaker, one of the questions that has been raised here is the personnel at the health center 3s and health center 4s. We are having a plan to recruit doctors, medical doctors at health center 3s if resources allow. So these are some of the things that we shall be able to discuss during the budget framework paper, which is coming in December. On the venue of the National Prayer Breakfast, we will practically look at it at this tail end, but also I want to encourage my brother Nambeshi to demystify the State House. State House is for all of us. State House is for all of us, and where I have also seen
Yes. Madam Speaker, the law on presidential, vice president, prime minister's emoluments act gives benefit to holders of those offices, vehicles, houses. You mean the convoy of the president is for everybody? So those benefits are outlined in the schedule in law. So when the NRM people go to State House, they are abusing the law, eating our food and flushing our water. So is the minister in order? To mislead Parliament on a statutory matter, the residence is a benefit to the holder of the office. That's why you cannot sleep there. Is he in order?
As far as I know, State House welcomes everybody. Even Honorable Semuju, at one time we met there. Before he became a politician.
Madam Speaker, we have never met in the State House with you.
You know, those are our
because you are responsible for many things, including the record of Parliament.
Those
At least I have been there as a journalist many times to interview President Museveni, but I have never been there with you.
Before you became a politician, you were there.
We didn't meet there. You were in FDC. Me, I was a journalist. But I want us to restrict ourselves
honorable members,
to the
State
issue
House
of the law.
is for everybody. It's for everybody, and I want to welcome all of you to State House for prayer breakfast. And at least one thing, it is on record, he has been there.
Yes.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And now that we know that he has been there, and in the spirit of the theme for the day, the power of forgiveness and reconciliation, we truly forgive him. Thank you.
For allowing the next item.
Item 3 on the order paper. Statement by Minister.
Let me validate the order paper and have two designations to be made by COW.
Designation of members to committees.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. We're designating opposition members of Parliament to sectoral committees, and there are only 2 in number, in accordance with Rule 195(1) and Rule 196 of the Rules of Procedure of our Parliament. I hereby redesignate the following members to the sectoral committees as follows: the Honorable Adeke Anna Ebachu, the woman member of Parliament Soroti of FDC, is being redesignated from the Committee of Finance, Planning and Economic Development to the Committee on Legal and Parliamentary Affairs. I beg to designate. And the last one, Madam Speaker, is the Honorable Nabukenya Brenda of Ruero, woman member of Ruero District of NUP. She is being withdrawn from the Committee on Education and Sports, and hereby redesignated to Committee on Finance, Planning and Economic Development. I beg to designate, Madam Speaker.
Question: those in favor of designation, say and the contrary. The ayes have it. The members are duly designated. Next item.
Item 3 on the order paper. Statement by Minister on the cause of the brownish cloud, foul odor, and oily film and white cream on Lake Bunyonyi and proposed actions. Response by the Shadow Minister.
Honorable members, you recall that on Tuesday, 9 September 2025, the Minister of Water and Environment presented a statement on the flight of the state of Lake Bunyonyi. I guided that the Shadow Minister in charge of water and environment would also present a response to what the minister presented. Then we'll do a debate on both after that. So we'll receive the report from the shadow, and then we'll have a debate on that report after that. And remember, we gave the minister another task to bring the report on all the other waters in the country, and they promised they would bring that by end of the month. So that's when we shall have that debate. Yes, Honorable Christine.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Like it has already been highlighted, this is a statement in response to the minister's statement on the causes of brownish cloud, foul odor, oily film, and white cream on Lake Bunyonyi, and proposed actions. Right Honorable Speaker, I rise to respond to that statement. Right Honorable Speaker, while we commend the ministry to finally acknowledge this crisis after weeks of public outcry, the alternative government views the government's rapid assessment as shallow and reactive, failing to address years of neglect that have allowed preventable anthropogenic activities to push the lake to a tipping point. Right Honorable Speaker, because earlier we were supposed to share this statement on 18 September, the report has, I think, just been uploaded, and I request that members cross-check. But this is a statement in response. I request that we follow up. Right Honorable Speaker, on the causes outlined in the minister's statement, the minister attributes the brownish cloud and turbidity primarily to natural lake turnover triggered by rainfall and temperature variations. While this process occurs in many Ugandan lakes, it is exacerbated by anthropogenic factors that the government has failed to adequately regulate. Environmental reports indicate that intensive agriculture and deforestation in the catchment area exacerbate these natural events, leading to an excessive influx of sediment. The minister downplays the role of climate change, fueled by insufficient national adaptation policies in intensifying these turnovers, as seen in similar disruptions across the Lake Victoria Basin. Runoff from steep slopes, agricultural farms, settlements, stone quarrying, and iron ore mining are rightly noted, but the statement understates the severe impact of unregulated mining activities. Right Honorable Speaker, iron ore extraction in the Kigezi sub-region has caused extensive erosion, wetland destruction, and direct siltation into Lake Bunyonyi, posing a glaring time bomb to the ecosystem. Despite existing environmental impact assessment requirements under the National Environment Act of 2019, the government has permitted mining operations without stringent oversight, leading to degraded shorelines and persistent brown discolorations. Local leaders and environmentalists have long warned of this, yet enforcement remains very weak. Poor waste management from markets, car washing bays, and establishments is a key contributor to foul odors, oil films, and white cream, as low oxygen levels threaten aquatic life. However, this stems from the government's failure to invest in basic infrastructure, such as fecal sludge treatment plants and sanitation facilities at sites like Haru Tindo Learning Center, untreated discharges from over 46 hotels and businesses around the lake highlight a broader regulatory lapse where effluent standards are not monitored effectively. Water quality decline is not isolated. It mirrors pollution patterns in other wetlands due to inadequate waste disposal systems. Right Honourable Speaker, the uniform brown color across the lake, linked to mixed sediments and dissolved organic matter, indicates a critical build-up from chronic pollution rather than a temporary event. This has persisted for weeks, contradicting the Minister's portrayal as a routine occurrence. Independent analysis suggests that the accumulation of silt from mining and agriculture has reached unsustainable levels, posing a risk to long-term waterlogging. Right Honourable Speaker, the proposed actions in the Minister's statement, regular assessments, community sensitization, National Water and Sewerage Corporation treatment upgrades, catchment protection, alternative income generation, and waste facilities are welcome, but insufficient and belated. Sensitization alone has proven ineffective without enforcement, as evidenced by ongoing degradation despite past campaigns. National Water and Sewerage Corporation's enhancements address symptoms rather than root causes, and the ambiguous promises of scaled-up protection lacks clear timelines, budgets, and accountability measures. From the alternative government perspective, we propose the following immediate and sustainable actions. A, commission an independent scientific study under the oversight of the Parliamentary Committee on Environment and Natural Resources. B, impose a halt on iron ore mining and stone quarrying in the lake's catchment until comprehensive environmental audits are completed, with strict penalties for non-compliance to prevent further siltation. C, accelerate wetland and shoreline restoration through community-led initiatives such as indigenous tree planting and natural regeneration. D, allocate a dedicated funding from the national budget for soil erosion control structures such as bench terraces and check dams, with a priority for upstream communities. E, investing in decentralized waste management infrastructure, including and modern landfills at landing sites, drawing from the lake-wide inclusive sanitation strategy for collaborative regional approaches. Mandate all lakeside establishments to install on-site treatment systems within 6 months. F, promote diversified livelihoods through ecotourism grants, sustainable aquaculture, and agroforestry training, ensuring incentives are tied to conservation commitments. This should also extend to other threatened water bodies such as Lake Victoria, where biodiversity loss poses significant security risks if left unaddressed. G, strengthen legal frameworks by amending the National Environment Management Policy to incorporate adaptive strategies for climate-induced lake turnovers with parliamentary oversight on implementation. Right Honourable Speaker and Honourable colleagues, the degradation of Lake Bunyonyi is a symptom of a broader environmental mismanagement and the current regime. By adopting these alternatives, we can restore the lake's ecological integrity, safeguard livelihoods, and set a precedent for proactive stewardship across Uganda's water systems. We urge the House to debate this urgently and hold the government accountable through a select committee inquiry. We commit to ongoing monitoring and collaboration for greener Uganda. I thank you, Right Honourable Speaker.
Thank you so much, Shadow. Honourable Minister, given that you've received this, we need a comprehensive statement from you on all the water bodies, and I will guide on what to be done after you bring the comprehensive statement. And remember, our fish is dying.
Yeah, much obliged, Right Honourable Speaker.
So when do we get the report?
We committed ourselves as a ministry
to bring a report at the end of this month.
No, end of
After-
month will be far. Because if the fish is dying now.
Right, Honorable Speaker, it needs a thorough and scientific research. It is not something that is easy to come up within like 1 week. Maybe we can be bringing more reports, alternative reports.
Yeah, give us an action taken, regular actions that are being taken for us to be able to save
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
the fish and the way the water is. Next item.
Item 5 on the order
No,
paper.
we are not discussing this. Yes, Moses.
Madam Speaker, I thank you. Madam Speaker, as the Minister will respond, Madam Speaker, we as island dwellers, it may sound funny, but almost every landing site has a challenge with human waste management. And the Ministry of Water and Environment must come up with a comprehensive approach. Our people are still dying of diseases that are originating.
Cholera.
Yes, Madam Speaker.
Are you hearing? Mama Mabera. You first listen to Moses.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, we as island dwellers, it is not laziness, but the nature of soils on landing sites are sandy. It isn't easy for the communities, not even local governments, to give pit latrines or toilet facilities to the landing sites. Madam Speaker, our people are still suffering from diseases coming from fecal mismanagement. The Ministry of Water, Lands and Environment must design an approach to address this problem. Even when we have PDM, when our people still suffer from diseases that could be managed if the ministry had an approach to address fecal management in the landing sites. I pray that the minister, when she comes, when she comes back, the ministry should tell us what is it doing about the communities who have lakes and rivers and their settlements there, who have challenges, and the minister has no approach to it. I thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Hope you're taking note. Health and water. Yes, Pastor Eddie.
Right, Honorable Speaker, thank you very much. And I want to thank both the Minister in shadow and the Minister in the government. We have a whole directorate of water development, and they do it, that's their work, to monitor all the water bodies. And actually we even have a department of international waters, meaning that they have scientists who check water every day. If you don't check water every day, then you are putting Ugandans at risk. So we based on those reports, we would be having a report now. Secondly, we have NEMA, which is supposed to be regulating the mining in the sub-region. We have raised these issues several times, that there is unchecked mining, uncontrolled. There is a lot of soil erosion that is changing the water, the state of the water, both in the lakes, in Chisoro, in Kabale, and the rivers. In my place, we don't need research to know that the river it has that water because of soil
Honorable
erosion.
Eddie, we are going to get a report. They know they have that department. And that's
Non-functional.
And that's where they are going to get the what? They are going to get the report. Next item.
Item 4 on the order paper. Motion for adoption of the report of the Committee on Public Accounts, Commissions, Statutory Authorities and State Enterprises on the annual report of the Auditor General to Parliament for the audit year ended 31st December 2024.
Honorable members, as per the parliamentary calendar for the 5th session, the House has so far pronounced itself on the report of Auditor General in as far as PAC, Central and PAC local government were concerned. Yesterday, the House took a decision to adopt the recommendations of the Auditor General with regard to the entities under Park local government, because the committee was unable to report back in time. Today we will receive a report from Park Kosase, and the leader of opposition is in the house to have the report on the floor.
Honorable Speaker, a short while ago, Honorable Segona and Honorable Bahati had a friendly exchange. I think they had gone on the outside to sort it out. Now that Honorable Segona is back, we can invite him to the floor to present his report.
Thank you. Honorable Segona is supposed to present reports of 93 entities. He will tell us how many entities are ready and how many are outstanding.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. Indeed, Uganda has a Ministry of Disaster Preparedness. And it is working. Right Honourable Speaker and Honourable colleagues, I want to thank you for indulgence. Yes, we have 10 reports ready and are being uploaded. Some have already been uploaded, I understand. I'm only requesting for 10 minutes to have them presented with your permission. I thank you.
You have 10 reports out of 93?
Yes.
That is 9.3% of...
It is correct, Right Honourable Speaker.
Go ahead and present.
That is the time you gave us. I just need 10 minutes to put my paperwork in order. I have minutes and the reports being uploaded. Kindly indulge me with those 10 minutes.
So you don't have the report here?
Not here with me. They are on your system. Yes, they are uploaded.
It is uploaded?
Yes.
Yes.
And I just need 10 minutes to pick them and read them over.
Honourable members, you've heard from Honourable Segona. But you're raising matters of national importance to who? Honourable Segona, we will suspend the House for 5 minutes.
Suspended.